So when were you going to start your journey in spiritual? You have been trying to search for meaning of life and know more about spiritual since a very long time. You have tried out various means in your life, like going through YouTube videos, reading a lot of scriptures, going to different gurus, retreats, and whatnot. And still you are dissatisfied and still you are trying to find meaning. You still haven't found anything about spirituality. Today, you are in a position where you really don't know what you are supposed to do. Let me assure you, I was also in the same position many years ago. It took me 7 years to find out the first step in my life. My journey was difficult because I was not able to know the person who was teaching me. But in your case, it's slightly different. In my case, it was that I had to find out why I am over here. What was the reason of my existence? Who is the guru that I am supposed to be talking to? These were some of my questions, and it took me a long time to find out the answers. You too are sailing in the same boat. You are trying to find out what is the meaning of life, and is there anyone out there who can handhold you and take you forward on this journey in spiritual. You're very skeptical about life. You are very cynical that any person that you meet might be a con man. He might be a person who may take you for a ride. Maybe he will take away all your money. These are few thoughts that have come to you, and yet you are looking for answers. You want somebody in your life who can take you forward, and you have been on this journey for quite some time now. It is time for you to stop this. Listen to this video so that you can get some insight into what you are searching for. Here, let me elucidate the number of people who are searching for some meaning in spiritual. There are at least 10 different types of people who are actually seeking the answers. And if you fall into one of those categories, definitely you can say you are a ripe fruit for picking. So let me start and tell you these 10 different types of people who exist in this world who are seeking some meaning in spiritual. The first person is a person who is seeking the meaning and the purpose in spiritual. When I say meaning and purpose, I am saying that he wants to know why he is there in a certain career, why there might be a success or there might be a failure in his life. Why is he having some kind of a problems in his relationships? Or what is it that is making him discomfortable? He feels emptiness, restlessness, there is lack of sleep, there is lack of focus in his life. That is the first type of a person. The second type of a person is the one who is dissatisfied with his life at the moment. It could be that he is not reaching his goals, he is not able to reach success, he is not able to find any meaning in his relationships like marriage and all. Or maybe he is trying to find something which is called a stable relationship or a comfortable lifestyle. So this is the second type of a person who is dissatisfied with material life. The third type is a person who is actually afraid of death. Now, when a person faces death, either in his own life with some relative of his, maybe his father, mother, or his near and dear ones, when they pass away, then the thought occurs in the mind of that person that what is this life all about? Is this the only thing that a person is born for, so that he can die? And when am I going to die? When are all these things going to come to an end? These are some major questions which he asks himself when he is searching for the meaning of what is mortal life and why is he around over there. The fourth one is a person who is extremely curious and somebody who has got that intellectual capacity to search for meaning. Now this person is so good at searching for answers, he has gone over various libraries of information. It could be on the internet, it could be books, he might have done a lot of research himself. He is literally a person who is like a worm, a bookworm. He has tried all means to reach that particular point in his life where he is still searching finally, where can I find the answers in his practical world. The sixth type of a person is already someone who is in this spiritual domain. He has attended so many lectures, a lot of theory sessions, satsangs. He has attended classes in yoga, meditation, different types of retreats, and he has practiced all kinds of techniques which can lead a person towards this destination of spiritual perfection. And such a type of a person, he has reached what is called as a peak of mystical experiences. Maybe he has got some experience when he was doing his yoga or meditation, and he still doesn't know what he is doing. The reason being, it is not very clearly understood what happens when a person does these kind of meditative techniques. He is able to just feel something, and that feeling is making him wonder, am I the person who is supposed to go ahead? And then what is the way? Then we have someone who is completely confused. We can say the person has a kind of an identity crisis. He has reached his midlife somewhere when he should be doing a vanaprastha, that means we say the forest dweller thing. He is supposed to do something. He might have reached a point in his life where he has achieved a certain amount of success. But the midlife crisis is a terrible thing. He has reached this particular point, and after that he doesn't know what he is supposed to do. It could be a career change, it could be a divorce, it could be some kind of a loss in his married surroundings. Maybe he has what is called as an emptiness syndrome. A person whose children have gone away for further studies, he doesn't find that same life of his back when he was young enough. So this type of a person who has reached a certain destination where he doesn't know why he is in that place, that is another person. The eighth one is called the influence of others. Naturally, when you are going to your office or you're meeting some friends of yours, and you find that those people are attending some kind of a classes or satsangs or some kind of a spiritual retreats and so on, you're keen and you're interested and you want to know a little bit more. But that idea that I want to know more and I want to get into this has still not struck you very hard, but you are interested. So this type of a person who is influenced by others, that person can then join the retreat and then he can try to find answers. But remember, that friend of yours or whoever it is still searching for the same answers, isn't it? Next, we have a person who is searching for peace, happiness, the blissful state that a yogi is. This individual has always tried to find out whether happiness is there at the end of the rainbow. That happiness, that peace, that joy, that life is deluding him. It is not within his reach. He is still trying to find that answer. And such a type of a person also exists in this world who is searching for answers in spiritual. Then we have the last person. There is a call from within. That means there is something which has triggered in his world. It could be an epiphany, it could be meeting someone, it could be a sudden change in the scenario around him. Maybe he has an experience out of the extraordinary. Maybe he had gone to some kind of a temple or some such place where he got an experience which has triggered the path towards spiritual. Now, this is another person who is interested in knowing more about spirituality. So here I have elucidated more than 10 types who can be interested in spiritual. So the next story is about what is the path forward. Now that you are in one of these 10 categories, there is always the point where you want to know what is it that can take me forward. Is it some kind of a person, a kind of a trigger which can set me in motion? Well, let me be clear. This journey cannot happen without you taking a firm stand. Please understand, when you are getting married or when you were supposed to take up a career, only when you took a firm stand that you were able to go ahead in marriage or in career or whichever field that you are interested in, isn't it? Here also you have to give the universe a chance, which means that you have to be good at what you are doing and take the leap forward. There is no need for you to wait and keep on thinking. The thinking time is over. Can you not see that? You are standing in that particular pathway, and yet you are trying to consider whether I should go back, whether I should stay over here, what is the point in going forward. These are the questions which have raised in your mind. Stop this kind of a yo-yo in your life. Why not take that leap forward? It's a leap of faith. You have to someday meet someone who is going to take you forward. Try having that kind of a faith in a person who will show you the path. So, going back to my own story, let me tell you what happened in my case. I was a very confused person. This is way back in 2001 and 2. I wanted to know the answer, but the answer which I wanted to know was not who am I, but who is the one who is teaching me. And I needed to know this answer because somebody was teaching me and I was getting to know all the answers, and I had to find out this person or this entity, whoever it might be. So I kept on searching, and finally a point came in my life where I said, now enough of all this, I don't want to do it. Today is the last day I am going to search for this answer. And the day I said these words, my Gurudev came and sat in front of me. And that is how I found out for myself who this person is. Till that time, I was not even sure about anything. See, in this world, you will find some people, no doubt about it. There are some gurus, there are some masters, there are some mentors and teachers around, but you have to be very picky and selective about them, no doubt about it. Why don't you find out the antecedent of that person? Why don't you seek out the deeper story about him or her? Why not go and take a lesson so that you get a certain understanding about the subject? Why not go and question that person? It's only when you do this kind of things can you find the answers, isn't it? You will find that in the past, Chinmayananda or any other great person, they also had to do this. It's not easy, I can tell you this much. You have to put your step forward and you have to keep on asking. Ask questions, try to find the answers. The day you find that the answers are matching whatever expectation that you may have, at that time you can take that leap of faith. And then you can say, yes, I have found the person who is going to take me forward in the path of spiritual. Please understand one thing, spirituality is not a very simple thing. You have to spend years learning that. It's not about doing yoga, meditation for a few months or years. No, it's a long journey. Just the yoga by itself is going to give you a little bit of satisfaction. Even meditation can give you temporary relief. But the permanent relief doesn't come. So you have to pursue this journey and keep on at it. Today I have given you some understanding of this subject. I know what your problems are. And if you are keen and if you would like to know more about this kind of experiences or knowledge, then kindly stick around so that you will get more understanding of this subject as we go on ahead. You can either comment or you can write to us so that we can also give you some kind of an answer, and maybe you can take it forward from there. So I will wish you all the very best and see you around next time. Thank you.